Well, hello everybody. My name is Stephen the Jupiterian here with a new video for you. Um, we'll see where this goes. I wanted to get on and make a video. We'll see what happens. Um, although I am prepared, I have some things prepared for today. Um, we'll see where it leads. My name is Stephen the Jupiterian. Hit that thumbs up button and like this video. Subscribe, please, if you're new here and you've been watching my videos. A lot of you have been watching my videos. Subscribe. Actually, I'm posting content at least 3 or 4 times a week. Um, Usually Mondays, Wednesday, Thursday, either Friday or Saturday, depending on whatever. So 3 or 4 videos per week. And all right, let's just stop me talking about what I'm doing and share this time clock, which I have right now at 3:32 p.m. on Monday, April 21st, where we have Virgo is on the rise. Mercury is at 4 degrees of Aries. It's past Neptune. And then, which Virgo rules? Aries, Gemini, Mercury. Mercury also rules Gemini, the 10th and the 1st. It's in the 8th. So, yeah, okay. So, and then we have the sun, which has moved into your ninth house of higher purpose, the house of God, your higher learning, philosophy, religion, and all kinds of other people. Well, yeah, actually, this is also publishing. Um, Mercury in your eighth house is all about other people, other people's values instead of, or should joint um, things you own with others, like a bank account or a joint bank account or a credit card. Um, if you own a credit card, you owe people money. So that's what that would be about. Then you got all the seventh house things, Venus, the North Node, and Saturn, all in your seventh house of your partner, your business partner, one-to-one negotiations or one-to-one relationships when you're dealing with someone one-to-one. Um, Mars has moved into your 12th house of self-undoing dreams. You probably have some violent dreams. Possibly, maybe Mars in its 12th is all about that. Um, let's see, what's the energy going to be like to this week? Well, the moon will be is in Aquarius. So we'll be feeling outside of ourselves and about what everyone else is going through. Um, Feeling very in having feelings about uh the world, about the collective consciousness. Uh, and instead of Leo, well, well, Mars, the moon has opposed Leo, but Pluto is also Mars is also opposing Pluto this week when we get to Friday, the 25th. We have a T square. Mars is starting to apply to this opposition. And Mars is separate, and the sun is separating from this square. It's at 5 degrees here, so it's 2 degrees away from this exact square, still in the square aspect, but still square each other. The moon is in Aries, so it'll be at this time by Friday, April 25th. Well, we'll be wanting to be pioneering and take action, um, feeling of being in control. Aries, you mostly like to be, well, most cardinal signs do. And that is Aries, Virgo, I'm sorry, Libra, Capricorn, and Cancer. All you cardinal signs like to be in control and take the lead, be the leader. Well, yes. You'll be feeling you want to be the leader in this case. And let's go back. Let's go backwards to the 24th, 23rd, 20th, and today. So today we have still starting this T square, but it's going to be activated exact by by the end of the week. No, the 22nd, Tuesday, tomorrow. Mars is at 2 degrees and the sun is at 3 degrees. So yeah, so then we move in another day. The sun will be at 4 degrees. So between Tuesday and Wednesday, we'll have this exact square between the sun and Pluto. Our will, and Pluto is also a very strong planet. Even though it's a small planet, it actually has a very strong will, and it's square to that. But Hashi, I'm looking at this Scorpio, this Vestal flame, which is our devotional flame, which is in Scorpio, which is opposing, well, by sign anyway. I would look to the third house for Virgo anyway, to write, learning things that you're devoted to. Um, and then we go to the 24th. And by the 25th, the 26th, by Saturday, this is exact opposition on Saturday. Mars opposing Pluto is exact. And this is getting to be a separating square. still within orb, but it's separating by from Pluto and Mars. The sun, moon will be, yeah. So starting today, we'll be going through the moon in Aquarius. Then Pisces will have a very emotional time when the moon is in Pisces on Wednesday and Thursday. And let's move this in hours because that'll be Wednesday that the moon be, and the moon will be at, yeah, entering on Tuesday night. Yes. Or Wednesday morning on the East Coast or overseas, or the 23rd in New Zealand. The moon moves to Pisces, 22nd, 23rd of April, where we'll be more in our um, feeling more emotional. It's in water, so it's a water sign, so it's emotional, and it's in a and it's ruled by Cancer. And this will be Sagittarius rising when we have the moon in Pisces on the West Coast. So, yeah, so tomorrow night, today's Monday, so tomorrow night, the moon moves into the fourth house for Sagittarius rising. This will be all your feelings about home, property, and real estate. Found the foundations that you've been building upon with Saturn in your fourth house that you've been building and creating a home and environment that is strong and stable to sustain yourself in your when you where you feel most safe at home. And this safety will be felt very strongly when with the moon here in the fourth house in Pisces. Your fifth house is, well, there's some unusual creative projects going on here, spiritual and bringing them to an idea. Sagittarius, and then we move a day. So here's Miss Moon is still in Pisces on Wednesday, and then Thursday night, Thursday morning. Let's move this into hours. When the moon, yes, on Friday morning. Friday morning, yes. The moon moves into Aries, where we'll be feeling more active, pioneering, taking initiative. And Capricorn will be on the rise. So actually, Capricorn, this is a great time to take initiative in home projects, things that you want to do, thinking about doing in your home. Saturn is in your third house, so you're probably also working on a writing project or teaching something. Communication is very structured and stable and building on building upon the things that you've taught and the teachings and writing about your teachings in a structured and uh, disciplined way. Saturn is discipline. Saturn is the taskmaster. So Saturn is very strict and restrictive. So it could also restrict things also, but it could be a good thing here because it's conjunct Venus. These two are very powerful together. And Venus is going to be conjunct Saturn for quite some time. And so let's move this ahead in another day or 2.5 days. It'll move into Taurus on Sunday. By Sunday, the 27th, the moon moves into Taurus, where we'll be feeling more sensual. We'll be wanting to taste, touch, use all the senses, all the five senses: sight, smell, touch, taste, and sight, smell, taste, touch, and hear. Duh. Hearing. Those are the five senses. So yes, now you'll be indulging your creativity in all five senses. You'll want to feel them in your fifth house with the sun. And on the 27th, we'll have the new moon later in the day, when the sun and the moon are both at 7 degrees and some change. Right? Because I did this already. So if you move this in minutes, so this will be at like 12:40. Whoops. No. Okay. 7 degrees and 46 minutes. At 12:30-ish, 12:30 p.m. on the West Coast. This is San Francisco, where I am on the West Coast from Vancouver down to Los Angeles, West Coast. And when Leo will be on the rise when we have this sun, it'll be ruled by the sun on the West Coast at 12:30. And Mars is here in your first house. All righty. So that's what I have for you right now with that. And all right, let's see. Let's pull a few tarot cards for this week. And what does the tarot, besides the planets, are they going to align with us? Usually they do when I'm doing that. So actually, let me pause my video. All right, so now we're back. Okay. Let's see. What do the cards have to say for this week? Ooh, dropped a card. That's not for us. So, let's put that back in the deck. And okay. Let's actually I learned a new way of shuffling. Okay, there you go. Let's pull. Ooh, the Ace of Wands. Something new. New action is going to be taking place. Something new, definitely. All this fire energy. Wow. And then we have the Four of Wands. So yeah, we're going to be doing something new, something active, creative, and fun. And then I'm going to pull a third card. Wow, we have the Three of Wands. That's a lot of fire. There's going to be a lot of action. Yes, as I said, um, action oriented, something new, something fun, and something that'll bring you to new horizons, bring you to new heights. And actually may take you places because she's about to set off on her surfboard into the horizon, and we'll see where it takes us. Where will it take us? To the moon out no. To the moon, Alice, no. No. And I'm not Fred Cramden or Ralph Cramden, sorry. From the Honeymooners, yes. I'm not sending anybody to the moon, but actually this could be very um yeah, well, the moon will be all with all this action, and we'll be feeling very, yeah, emotional and about this new thing that's happening and this action. And will you feel, it depends how are you going to feel good about taking on this new venture, or is it going to be bringing you some doubts? Although for me, as a fellow fire sign, go with it, actually, and I think it'll feel good. Actually, anything that brings you joy, passion, and actually, this new thing is going to bring you joy, bring that passion you and are going to feel new, brand new, brand. You're on this new quest, this new, and it's going to feel amazing. I think that's what I get for you. Well, that's what I think this week's gonna be all about. And actually, it's gonna be the sun is the only thing, and Uranus are the only thing in Earth signs right now. So, right, yes. The sun, the moon, yes. So when this new moon comes, it'll be brand new. Something new is coming. Yep. And actually, so yeah, the only two things, there's not much Earth here. Not a lot of Earth here, except Virgo on the rise. But the south node in Virgo is an Earth, but only planets that are in Earth at the moment are the Sun and Uranus. And by Sunday, the 27th is a Sunday. We have our new moon, or yeah, when this new moon occurs. And I have a whole video on that, on this new moon. So we're starting the week with moon in Aquarius, moves into Pisces, Aries, and then Taurus by Sunday. So we'll be going through how others are feeling, thinking about the collective. Then we'll be feeling about doing things about our inner voice, inner Piscean qualities. And then we go into Aries where we're taking the actions necessary and doing the pleasurable things. The new something new will be occurring too. And by this will be by the new moon in Taurus on Sunday. Something new is happening for you from this week. So, wow. The cards and the planets align once again with my reading. Lots of action, lots of, yes. Although the sun is in Earth, in Earth signs of all the senses, you're going to take pleasures and do those things that you've wanted to do with Mercury in Aries and these planets in Pisces. And right now the moon, even though Pluto is in Aquarius, it's bringing up things and it's opposing Mars. So yeah, that Mars Pluto opposition is starting to activate. And by the week's end, it'll be stronger and stronger, as I said. All right. Well, I'm Stephen the Jupiterian. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment. Subscribe. I know many of you have been subscribing. Thank you to 158 of you who are so far subscribers to my channel. And I hope to get to 500 by next month. I hope. Please subscribe to my channel. You'll get more content about this. I delve deeply into every full moon, new moon, and a lot of other cycles that are happening. And I read the planets and how they may affect you. And if you'd like to book a reading with me, you can always email me at stephenthejupiterian@gmail.com or stephenschatz@gmail.com. And you can find out the details through emailing me. And my rates are very cheap and at least $100 for an hour and up. So, and depending on what you on how on and no, not depend. And I do natal chart readings, uh, solar returns. That's like that is when the sun returns to the same degree where the sun was at when you were born. I do progressions, profection year charts. And yeah, actually, just email me with what your questions are, and we'll go from there. Thanks. This is Stephen the Jupiterian. It's in your stars. Don't forget, it's in your stars.